So hi guys, this is your trader scorecard from Algorithmic and let's go through it. If you didn't do so yet, click the link on the notes and it should pop up an option for you to save a copy of this scorecard down to your own Google Drive, whenever you're able to edit this and save it for the future. If it didn't pop up, just say that you only need to click file up in the top left hand side and you can click and make it a copy there. It'll allow you to save it down, allow you to edit it. So a spreadsheet is a super simple way of basically just kind of seeing where you are at, and later on in your journal you kind of see how much you progressed, but also helping you to kind of identify any areas right now of where are the gaps of your knowledge and know where you can need to know down. Obviously, if you're brand new to trading, you haven't really, really anything into this space, can not know much, and you're like, most of these questions will be known. So this is little drop down menu here, we can keep track of it. If you want more experience, you will be able to answer yes to the mirror to use these, but it's still very, very useful where you can, very quickly envision and see where the gaps are that probably leads you to those biggest quick leaps in improvement. And if you go kind of fix and progress in those areas which you haven't quite excelled. So very simply, kind of foundation stage, right, for kind of basic first things you learn, like what trading in forex is specifically. So do you know how to read currency quote? Like, do you understand like just between difference between base and a quote currency? Do you have a understand of pips loss and so forth? All these really basic terms. If you do, click yes. If you don't, click no. If you go through this, don't quite view this as a test on your intelligence or your whatever. Just see it as literally down. Where am I at now? What are the bits that I need to fill in now? Here's, for instance, when you get to the technical analysis bit, if you kind of new to this specific strategy in the style trading, must be occasionally to know the specific terminology. So it might be a case of might be used to some of these things, but with slightly different terminology. That's fine. This is kind of what I mean. It's not a test on the reflections of your intelligence and the proficiency of your terminology. It's to understand where you are and use it as a base in your currently of the course. Make sure that you currently have nailed down these things and watch and learn the modules and the lessons within that. So make sure you work your way through this, and as you fill this out, you can look at your scorecard at the end. You'll essentially fill out these. This all be automatically populated for you, and just show your progress on these modules, sections, and boil down the course into these 5 main sections. When you kind of show your progress along and kind of gaps that you might have, need to work on those sections and so forth. And obviously this gauge will fill up as you go along. So you just think that this is mainly useful for kind of filling out now, and as you go through the course, kind of various stages, just kind of makes sense to obviously complete each module, go back to fill out the spreadsheet, and might just see where you're at and see how far you're coming along. And it's the basics, but very simple way of keeping your momentum high and keeping your motivation high, seeing how much you're learning and how much you're progressing, and just another way other than purely always just judging yourself based on your P&L, which is traders can be very easy to slip into that cycle, which is not okay. So this is a pretty good way, and I'm not doing that. Just later on in your career, more experience come down in here and making sure you can actually answer all these questions with confidence and quickly highlight all the questions that you might want to work on. You might do some improvements. I'll leave it there as always. Just to say, if you have any questions, just drop me a line, and see you later on. Enjoy.